Hi, everyone. Marianne Croce here from Small Biz Vantage and creator of 3 Day Weekends Coaching. So I'm always excited to do these lives, business leadership in 15 minutes, and I do them for a couple of reasons. One of them is to shift your perspective or your vantage, how you look at your business, and turn that into a competitive edge or competitive advantage, if you will. Because it's easy for business owners to look at our businesses from only our perspective. And if we dig a little bit deeper and we shift that, it can really help us and make a really big impact on our business to make it more profitable, sustainable, and enjoyable. The second reason I do this is for you to be able to, in 15 minutes, take an action item away that you can implement, that you can try out in your business. So if you find this valuable, please share it with another business owner. I believe in paying it forward and helping each other out. So if you do find it valuable, please share it. And if you're on the replay, glad to have you here. So let's get right into this week's topic, which is owner overload. Now, this is something that I see all the time with clients. I primarily work with shop owners, automotive shop owners, and people who are in the skilled trades. And I really enjoy working with family businesses as well. They have some nuances, right? Being a family business, besides the things that you deal with just having a business and being an owner. So I enjoy that group as well. But what I wanted to talk about was owner overload. And think about this as I go through these next few minutes and think about whether you've experienced it firsthand yourself or if you've seen someone go through owner overload. So, most business owners that I speak with tell me in one way or another that they have way too much on their plate. They feel responsible for every aspect of their business. It's also very, very common for business owners. Uh, they know that they're taking more than one role on. And I call this owner overload. So it happens. It happens to the majority of business owners. And, what happens is they're actually doing more than they thought they would do. They thought they were going to have to do as a business owner. And some of them tell me it was more than they signed up for. And the funny part of this is they know, right, that they're doing it all, yet they don't know how to cut back and they don't know how to stop doing it all because they believe in many cases that they have to be on 24/7. That's part of being a business owner. And it's exhausting. And it can even be affecting your personal life. Many people said it had definitely made an impact and an effect on their personal life. So this really happens, when you think about why does this happen? Why is it so common? And this happens when owners don't have clarity on their role as an owner. So your role as an owner is to grow your business and develop your team. And I know that sounds simple. It is simple, but we all know that simple doesn't necessarily mean easy. So, to grow your business and develop your team, your business needs to be profitable. We need to have healthy profits. We can't run a charity, and even a charity, they need to have sponsors, they need to have people that donate. So, there's definitely sales involved, but the business has to be profitable so that you can reinvest in your business. It needs to be sustainable because you can't do it all. You're going to need to help your team and develop your team. And it needs to be enjoyable. You don't want to burn yourself out, and you want to really enjoy the people that you work with and your clients and your customers. So, for today's discussion here, I am going to be focusing on your business being enjoyable for you, your team, and your clients and customers. And this really can help you with owner overload. So what happens is we need owner clarity. And many owners, I find, go straight to tactics because they're doing so much. They say, well, just tell me what I need to do. Just tell me exactly what I need to do and I'll do it, because they like the doing. And there's nothing wrong. I mean, implementation and execution are great. That's how you get things done. But the challenge is they may not be doing the right activities to move their business forward. So as an owner, here's what I suggest you do. Assess where you are today and do that by reviewing a typical day for yourself. What does a day look like for you? What activities are you spending most of your time in? So ask yourself these questions. Are your days busy or are they productive? There's a big difference. I talk to many business owners that tell me they're busy. They are slammed, they are busy, they're just doing so much. But are their days productive? Or at the end of the day, do you feel like you didn't accomplish what you wanted to do? Another question is, how many hours do you spend getting pulled away each day? So if you decide that you're going to go in and you have the day plan, that you're going to be looking at your financials, or you're going to be reviewing some of the marketing that's going to be going out, how many times a day do you get pulled away from what you intended to do that day? And how much time is that eating up in your day? And lastly, are you consistently being asked, what do you want me to do next, from your team? What is that what they're saying to you? What do you want me to do next? Are they running to you for everything? So when you think about this, your role should be to make the business run without you. And for some people, that sounds like a big deal. What do you mean? I mean, I need to be there. I need to be there all the time. What do you mean, have my business run without me? But the reason why we want to do this is so that you can leave as you need or you want to. It could be you need to take a vacation. You want to take a vacation. You want to spend some time with your family. You should be able to do that. The other thing is health issues, or your family may require you. They may need you for something, and you want to be able to step away and help out a family member or a loved one. The other thing is being able to step away from your business makes your business more sellable in the future, because another owner can walk in and that business can run. If you have to be there all the time, that can be a big problem when you're ready to sell. And it's very common that it is a big problem when owners are ready to sell. So, what is your responsibility as an owner? Your responsibility, there's three main areas that you should be focused on. And one of them is relationships. And relationships ties in with leadership, because what you should be focusing on is building and nurturing relationships within your community, your team, your suppliers, your vendors, associations that you belong to. Those relationships are key to the future success of your business. You will constantly, continually be building relationships. And that's hard to do when you're stuck in the day to day and you have to be at your business all the time. The next thing is messaging. You are responsible for your messaging. I'm not saying that you have to do it. I'm not saying that you personally have to post all your social media ads or you have to come up with the messaging. You can get help with that. But you want to know what your business stands for and what it doesn't. You want to attract the right people and you want to repel the rest. So attract the people that you want to work in your business, the kind of customers that you want. You want to work with a certain kind of supplier or vendor, and then you want to repel the rest. Your financials is another area. Again, you will have an accountant, you will maybe hire a bookkeeper. You may not necessarily be doing all the reporting yourself, but you want to understand your financials. And if you don't, you want to get someone to help you so that you do understand what the numbers mean in your business. Because what this does, helps you make better decisions and it helps you make them quicker. And that is huge in a business. So the challenge that owners get caught up with in the day-to-day is having to check in with everyone, answering lots of questions and replying to messages from customers and clients. So you'll get a whole list of messages. Oh, you need to call back so-and-so, and the list goes on. And you may be thinking to yourself, why is this happening? Do you ever wonder why do these things continually get directed towards me? I feel like everything is getting directed towards me. Well, I mean, we can sit here and we could list a ton of different reasons why, but I'm going to make it simple and I'm going to break it down into two reasons because I like to keep things simple. One of the reasons that everything is getting directed towards you is because people don't know what to do. And here's what I mean by this. They don't know your process, the process for the business. You've never formally put it out there. You just assumed that they know what to do. And they don't know your process. They don't know how you want things done. So they come to you. Or your process that you put into place changes, and it changes often. So they aren't really clear if they should follow the process or not. You can have a process about how you are at the front counter, and then all of a sudden you'll make an exception for this customer, or you'll make an exception for that customer, and now they're not really sure. It could be how you order parts or when you order parts, and all of a sudden they don't know because you've changed it. Now you're going with a different supplier and they don't know why, or they don't know what the process is. So it's not clear. So now they're coming to you. The other part of this is people are not being accountable. I hear that one a lot. And the reason why they do this is because they don't know what's expected from them. Again, a lot of times we just assume that people know what's expected. They don't. We haven't formally told them. The other part of this is even if they do know what's expected, they have had a bad accountability experience. Maybe something happened in your business and the way it was handled, they were embarrassed or they were humiliated in front of people. So now they second guess how they're going to handle accountability. It's just easier to go to you and put that on you and have the owner tell them what to do, because that way you told me to do it that way. So it takes all the accountability off of them. So it's important to remember how to solve this is to share. When everyone is on the same page, it actually takes the weight off your shoulders. You're empowering your team, and the weight is off you. Share often and share the same things consistently. And here are the things that you should be sharing. Your core values. Everyone should know what the business stands for. Your expectations, clear expectations from customer service to production to delivery and even follow-up with customers. Everyone should know what those expectations are. Your systems and processes, have those for the entire customer journey from start to finish. Just walk through what happens with a customer and make those systems and processes something that everyone can see, they can realize, and they can even help with. Non-negotiables, what you will not tolerate, and let your team know that you have their back. If a customer is being very rude, if a customer is being very disrespectful and you or your team is trying to help them, let your team know that you have their back and there's certain things that you will not tolerate. Very important. We all have non-negotiables. Don't be afraid to put them out there. Your team will not only know what to do, but they'll know how to do it. And they will be able to contribute and be accountable. Sharing wins is the best way to encourage others to take on responsibility so that you can let go of some of the activities that keep you busy, but yet, not productive. So, again, when it comes to owner overload, what have you experienced yourself firsthand and what have you seen, with others? So, that's it for this week's Business Leadership in 15 Minutes. I'm glad that you are here. If you find this valuable, please share it with another business owner. I think it's great to be able to pay it forward and help another business owner out. So, everyone, have an enjoyable week.